NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal has been retired for quite some time now. However, his legacy continues, carried on by his son, Shareef. We will dive deep into his total net worth, his heart surgery, and more. He was born in Los Angeles, California. Shareef O'Neal is the son of former NBA star Shaquille O'Neal and his mother, Shawnee O'Neal. Shareef has two elder half-siblings, Tyra and Miles, and three younger siblings, Amira, Shakir, and Miara. Even though his father is one of the most famous basketball players of all time, Shareef grew up without a passion for the sport and preferred other activities. The athlete's passion for basketball began after he displayed a poor performance at a middle school AAU game. This motivated him to prove everybody wrong on the court. At age 13, O'Neal started to train every day and change his diet. During his freshman season, Shareef played basketball for Windward School in Los Angeles as a forward. Being Shaq's son, he just needed a few highlight videos to help him gain popularity on the internet. After a few days of these, Shareef was already appearing in the Washington Post. Even though he had already had some fame, O'Neal received a limited playing time because the team's 6 seniors earned the most minutes. In fact, head coach Steve Smith labeled O'Neal's first season with Windward as a learning year and wished for him to assume a bigger role in the following season. At the end of that year, Shareef was averaging 3.7 points and 2.9 rebounds per game. In 2015, Shaq's son got a scholarship offer from USC, his first from an NCAA Division I program. Shareef continued to play for Windward as a sophomore and began to achieve significant improvement. During October of that same year, at a tournament at Fairfax High School that had many top high school teams in the nation, O'Neal landed 23 points against Bishop Almany. Shareef quickly began to draw attention from scouts at the Max Preps Holiday Classic despite his team struggling in the championships. Shareef became known as a skilled swingman with ball handling, shooting, and defending skills. He decided to play at UCLA and then transferred to his father's alma mater, LSU. Unfortunately, the young athlete suffered a foot injury that kept him from the Tigers' first few conference games of the 2020-21 season and was only able to appear in 10 games overall for the season. O'Neal was sidelined for the first 12 games of 2021-22 while healing from his foot injury. He appeared in 14 games, averaging 2.9 points and 2.1 rebounds while playing around 9.4 minutes per game. After the season, Shareef entered the transfer portal. On June 6, 2022, he declared for the 2022 NBA Draft after he was mistakenly included on the list of early entrants who had withdrawn from the draft. But as the player continues to grow in popularity, fans began to wonder about his personal life. Personal life. Shareef is still a young man at 22 years old, so he hasn't been married yet. In fact, he has maintained his girlfriend's name private. As for his free time, he enjoys watching movies, playing video games, listening to music, and editing films. According to the player, Unbroken, Creed 2, and The Revenant are a few of his favorite films. Shareef believes music is an important aspect of his life and states that it has helped him in his recovery from adversity, like the time he had to recover from tedious heart surgery. Heart surgery. Shareef has been treated with open heart surgery because of a unique illness on December 13, 2018. At this time, O'Neal got full support from his family and friends. During the actual treatment and medication, Shareef missed a lot of games that season. 3 years after the whole process was finished, he issued a statement on his social media page that said the following: December 13th, my other birthday is what I call it, the day I began a whole new life and new journey. 3 years ago today, I truly believed my life would never be the same. I was scared that I lost it all, but I could never let myself go like that. All the mental and physical pain I experienced during these days is undescribable. I'm very lucky to be able to play the sport that I love and to be alive to see another day. This is the day I became a man, the day I learned to enjoy and never take life for granted. Happy 3rd heart surgery anniversary. Fighter. More than you to everyone who has stuck with me during my journey and progress. Those who doubted, thank you too. Despite his hard times, Shareef was able to fight through and find success. Net worth. As a college basketball player, O'Neal still has to build a real net worth. However, the rising star is expected to do so soon. Shareef is currently in the early phases of his basketball career and will rise to greater heights and have more income in the future. Being Shaq's son, he has been living a luxurious lifestyle alongside his loving family, taking advantage of the fact that he is the son of a former great basketball player. For his 16th birthday, the NBA legend gifted him a Jeep and a Lamborghini. According to several sources, Shareef's father holds a total net worth of $400 million from a successful basketball career and other business ventures. How tall is Shareef O'Neal? Since he is the son of one of the largest individuals on the planet, many tend to wonder about Shareef's exact body measurements. Shareef is 6 feet 10 inches tall and weighs 205 pounds. The talented forward has a muscular build measuring 42, 36, 37 inches in length, width, and height respectively. He also has a shoe size of 17. Disagreement with his father. One thing not everybody knows about Shareef is that he was a somewhat rare NBA draft prospect. Even though he was at one time a top high school player, he averaged only 2.6 points per game at the collegiate level for LSU and UCLA. These stats are not the sort of numbers that typically enter the draft early, but Shareef, who still had eligibility left, did just that anyway. However, that wasn't a decision that his dad really agreed with. "My dad wanted me to stay in school. I wanted to better myself doing this," the young prospect said in the draft process. "He knows I'm training with teams, but I'm not going to lie. We never discussed this. I'm kind of just going with it. He didn't go through any pre-draft workouts. He just went straight to the Orlando Magic, so that's a different journey." O'Neal ultimately went undrafted in June, and even though he signed with the Lakers for the Summer League, he didn't end up getting a contract for the season with an NBA team. As of today, O'Neal is playing with G League Ignite, and now he states that he and his father have reached an agreement. "Once we got to an agreement, he took my side," Shareef said in Las Vegas. "My dad told me, 'You're my son. I'm going to be with you no matter what.' He's helped me a lot during these past few months. I believe it made us closer than ever. I think my whole family got even closer." Now that you know all about Shaq's son, here's a few facts you might find interesting. 1. His dad loves making fun of him. This is no surprise if you're a real Shaq fan and remember his antics on the NBA on TNT, but he loves to have fun with his kids. During an interview with ESPN in 2019, Shareef talked about how, when he was in middle school, Shaq came into class and picked him up from his ankles and wrestled with him to make his classmates laugh. 2. Shareef is a wrestling fan. The athlete has his father's passion for basketball, but he also has a lot of the same hobbies as his father. For instance, Shaq is a known wrestling fan who was even supposed to wrestle Big Show once at WrestleMania. Even though that didn't happen, Big Show revealed on Broken Skull Sessions on the WWE Network that both Shaq and Shareef are big WWE fans. Shareef even posted an old picture on Instagram in August 2019 of him, Shaq, and his brother alongside Stone Cold Steve Austin. 4. Shareef could dunk when he was 13 years old. Most people can't dunk the basketball at any point in their lives, let alone at 13 years old. However, that's exactly what Shareef was doing. It shouldn't be a surprise given his 6'10" frame and the fact his dad was one of the most powerful dunkers of all time. It's still an impressive feat considering the average 13-year-old can't even jump and touch the rim. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out DJ Wagner's lifestyle as well. Do you believe Shareef will succeed to become a player in the NBA? Drop your thoughts about the young player in the comment section. Be sure to subscribe and thanks for watching.